What is up, everyone? Right, I see a few of you are already looking a little bit confused with what's going on here. Like, asking, is this a completely chill stream? And it's going to be for patrons only after it's finished, right? So basically, you get to watch it even though you're not a Patreon. You're not in my Patreon team, right? You get to watch it. However, once it's over, you no longer get to watch it. How about that? So if you want to get access to my streams and to get access to more exclusive content, you've got to join the Patreon team. The link's right there in the pinned comment as well, right? But if you don't join the team, then you won't get access to it. So the reason that I'm doing the stream today, well, dropped frames detected, is I don't know if the settings that I've got set up here are good for this, for how at this level. It's quite a high level. So you guys got to tell me if there's anything wrong. If you see something going wrong, like, oh, something doesn't look, and then I will know for the future, right? I will know for the future. So what I'm planning to do anyway is for us to take a look at an article. It's a pretty chill article, actually. It's pretty cool. And it's called, okay, but would you still be vegan in these scenarios, which I just made up? So I'm going to go through this article written by the New Yorker, and we're going to respond to it. I've only glanced it. I've not properly read it at all. I don't know what's really in it. But from what I glanced at it, it looked kind of funny. So I thought, let's use that as a thing for us to test the stream with. That's what I thought. So let's do that then, shall we? Let's jump in and have a look and see what it is, and if it's funny or not. Sounds good. Let's go. So this is the article. Okay, but would you still be vegan in these scenarios, which I just made up? And what the hell's going on over here? Hey, open up. Bear with me a second. See, like I said, this is a slightly test stream and also patron only stream. This is why it's going to be patron only, because then I can unlist it and there's no harm done. I'm just trying to fix this up here. All right, we're looking a bit better now. That's better now. All right, great. So yeah, this is the article. Now I've got the soundboard up, by the way. I got some new sounds. So as we're going through the article, we can maybe use some of these sounds in the soundboards. Soundboards like this one. Wrong. Oh, guys, I don't know if you guys can hear that right now, actually. Can you hear that? No, you can't hear that. See, guys, this is why we test. You bear with me a second, because the soundboard's going to be a lot of fun, so we got to make sure you can get that. All right, now you should be able to hear it. Let's check.
Wrong.
There you go.
Wrong.
The soundboard's up and running. I've got some new ones. In fact, let's go, before we go through the article, let's have a look at the soundboard, right? So this new soundboard that I've got, we've got some Sverige on here.
Who actually believes that?
God, he's so bad, isn't he?
You're mentally ill if you don't eat raw meat.
He actually says that a lot.
Wow, what an achievement.
So these are my Sverige ones, and I've got one from Vegan Gains too.
Be nice to animals or I'll kill you.
Which I think is pretty good. And I've got a few more coming, but those are the additions from last time. If you didn't catch them last time, I've also got Meat Flake, and I've got
Ain't no motherfucking way.
which is Gideon, and got the old, the boom. Because we all love the boom, right? The boom is very dramatic. So these are the new ones. Oh yeah, anti-nutrients. Michael, you're right. I need to get anti-nutrients up on that, don't I? You're totally right. I will find that. So let's take a look at the article then, shall we? Let's just go back to what we were going to do, and then these can be, these little sound clips can be put in there whenever we feel like it, can't they? That boom, huh? All right, here we go. Let's have a look. And so the article, okay, but would you be vegan in these scenarios, which I just made up, and it's by some authors, Chandler Dean and Leah Abrams. Let's take a look. It says, wow, you think you're vegan, huh? Are you sure? Because I was the captain of my high school debate team until I was forced to resign owing to uncorroborated allegations. And I'm pretty sure that I can break you with the glorious power of logic. Buckle up. Now, guys, this is, by the way, this is a humor article. It's not serious, right? What if you didn't pay for the meal? Allow me to be the first person in the world to explain the concept of veganism to you. You don't ever crave a double whopper so badly that you wouldn't take a quick jaunt to the Burger King dumpster and check if there was one delicately placed at the top of that bin. You're trying to tell me I'm the only one who's fantasized about that? Your loss. Funny. What if you were trapped on a desert island, one with no plants, and the only thing you could eat was a wild animal? Would you eat it? Or would you try to lecture it on your beliefs by reading it the radical vegan treatise, the Meat-Free Monday cookbook? What if I chopped meat up really small so that you couldn't taste it and I didn't tell you it was there, and years went by and we both lived separate lives and married and divorced and remarried and re-divorced and then married each other, and on my deathbed, before I gave in to the sweet release of darkness, I whispered in your ear, that was chorizo, not soyrizo. Jesus. You see, the thing is, right, these are way funnier. And this person, whoever's written this, they've or the guy and the girl who've written this, clearly that they've had some experience with non-vegans and the kind of shit they say. Maybe these two aren't even vegan, but clearly they've seen some of the nonsense that vegans put up with, and so they've just taken it to another level. I think these would be pretty good for a skit. Maybe I could make a skit of this, right? That could be a pretty good idea, right? Guys, how are we doing with the quality, by the way? Let me know if the stream's looking good or bad. I'm getting some notifications here. People, apparently, it's telling me it's not doing so good, so I'll have to take a look at that later. But yeah, you tell me. Let's keep going. What if you were at church and 1 second before you took communion, the priest revealed that the wafer was not the body of Christ, but rather the body of an adorable pygmy marmoset? What? What if an animal was doing improv and pretending to be a carrot when it died? Would you deny the animal's base reality by refusing to eat it, even though it was extremely committed to its carrot character? Or would you play along like a good scene partner and and the whole carrot thing? What? So is that basically just saying that, like, if an animal is pretending to be a carrot, then you would be I kind of get what it's trying to get at here. It's like, you have to, would you play along or not? Like, would you be the asshole who won't acknowledge the animal as a carrot, that they want to be a carrot, they identify as a carrot? Or would you allow it, and would you eat them because they're a carrot? Yeah, it's funny. What if you were in an escape room and one of the puzzles required you to eat through a wall of meat to win? And what if, in the event of losing, more animals would be killed than it took to produce the meat wall? Jesus Christ. That's so ridiculous. Imagine there's a runaway trolley barreling down the tracks, and ahead on the tracks there are 5 people tied up and unable to move. What if the trolley were headed straight for them? What if you were standing some distance off in the train yard next to a single slice of prosciutto? Prosciutto, was that? What if eating this prosciutto would make the trolley switch to a different set of tracks? What if all that happened? Would you eat the prosciutto, you logically inconsistent coward? What about honey? What if you discovered that you could talk to animals, and when you did start to chat with them, they told you they actually hate it when you don't eat them because it makes them feel unwanted, and that they've been going to therapy for months to get over abandonment issues, but their current provider isn't in network, so they're paying out of pocket? How about that? What if I offered you $1 trillion to eat a single Lunchables pizza pepperoni? $1 trillion that you could use to create and sustain a cruelty-free world for the rest of human and animal civilization. Guess we don't need a Green New Deal after all, huh? See, that one's I've actually had asked before. Believe it or not, I've actually had people, well, it's not believe it or not, I'm sure we've all had it, like, oh, would you eat meat for £1 million? Or would you eat meat for $1 million? And it's like, I mean, I think a lot of vegans, I mean, you'd have to consider, like, what good you could do. Is you're either somebody who believes that the ends justify the means, or you're somebody that doesn't believe that. So I guess it depends on the way you see the world, like the way you view things. But it's a tough question, because imagine what good you could do with $1 million. Imagine how many animals you could save. It's a tough one. And by the way, someone's just said, I've seen this article yesterday, it drove me mad. It shouldn't drive you mad. It's a joke. The article is a joke article. It's not real. It's making fun of people who make fun of vegans. It's not real. So chill out. It's a satire. Yeah. Like it's in the humor column of the New Yorker. So to, trust, it's not anti-vegan or anything like that. It's just, well, maybe, but they're just fucking around here. What if an animal had a masochistic kink and the only way it could achieve sexual fulfillment was with the knowledge that one day it would be incorporated into your ground beef chimichanga? That one's pretty disgusting, actually. You don't find that one so funny. It's just rank. What if scientists discovered that vegetables can both achieve consciousness and feel pain, and for years you've been brutally mutilating innocent vegetables and torturing them to the brink of death. What would you do then, dummy? People actually say this to us though. This one's like, some of these are so close to the truth that they're not actually funny, because it's just like, yeah, people say that shit. Like, that's not even a joke. Like, people genuinely think that plants feel pain, and they argue that shit with us. So it's not even a joke. It's like just real. That's just real life. And the answer to that question, with the plants feeling pain, is always it. Even if they did, if you want to believe they feel pain, okay, fine. Even if they did feel pain, then eating vegetable products kills less plants than eating animal products, because then you've got to feed the animals plants, right? So if you want to kill less plants, if you're a plant rights activist, then you should be vegan, because you will be killing less plants. People really don't like to hear that, unfortunately. They're like, oh, it's too logical. Oh no, it can't be right. It's like, no, it really is the way it is. So, but yeah, nobody is a plant rights matter activist, like plant lives matter activists. They're not. They just play it up for that one little argument, and then once you tell them that, they shut the fuck up. They don't really care about plants. What if you had a roommate who was a substitute teacher, and while he was out of the apartment, you received a call from Horace Green Preparatory Prep School offering him a lucrative substitute teaching position? What if you accepted that position despite a complete lack of qualifications, and found yourself in front of a large group of elite elementary students? What if you admitted to those students that you were hungry and asked if anyone in the room had something to eat? What if a young woman was kind enough to offer you a sandwich, but it was a turkey sandwich? What if is that the end of that? But it was a turkey sandwich. That's it's just a long story. I was waiting for the punchline and there wasn't one. What if every time you took a bite of a salad, an animal cried? And then finally, our food's here. Use this cilantro, take it back. I have that gene which makes it taste like soap. It was funnier in the beginning. It got less funny towards the end. But yeah, I wouldn't. If you guys see that, it's just a silly little article. Like, I just thought, it's a good idea. We can come on here and test and see if the stream works. Maybe I should have read it before coming on here. But hey, there we go. That was a funny little article for you, and a little Patreon exclusive stream. That's only going to go out to the patrons. My bloody StreamYard is annoying the shit out of me. There we go. I can see the chat now. So guys, how are you all doing? I'm going to hang out here for a little bit. I don't really do this very often because I try to keep the YouTube a little bit more focused these days. These little hangout streams I don't do so often. What's going on, guys? Oh, the chat box is a little bit high up, half the bloody side of the screen. Hold on, I'm going to fix that. It's because I just changed things up recently. Here we go. Back down again. Get down there. A bit bigger, maybe. There you go. It's nice, isn't it? Looks a lot better. You guys can see it. So what's going on, guys? What's going on? Let's have a look through the chat, see what you're all up to. I see we got Hench Herbivore here. What's up, Hench? Hench Herbivore's going to come on the stream in a few weeks. I see Icy Kenny's sick today. That's not good, man. It's because you're vegan, obviously. You obviously need some milk. No, I'm kidding. Just drink lots of water, eat a healthy diet, chill out, play some games, watch some movies. You'll be all right. You'll be fine. What else we got in here? Will's going to be a patron when he's no longer a poor student. Hey, Will, look, I'm not going to speak for your situation, and this is not about it's not about my Patreon team or not. I appreciate that you're going to join the Patreon team, but students in Europe are not really poor most of the time. All right, let's just be real about this. The only reason students in Europe become poor is because they spend all their money on booze. Tell me I'm wrong. I mean, no shade, Will. I've been a student. I've been there. I also said I was poor. I also said, oh, I've got no money. But in reality, if I stopped going out drinking, I would have had a lot more money. Or if I got a part-time job, which I ended up doing. I did get a part-time job, and then I had a lot more money. Not speaking for everyone, Will. I don't know your situation. I'm just saying. Thank you so much for the super chat, Michael. I want to bring that up again because if you didn't see that, oh no, it's the sloth. I changed it. Thank you so much, Michael, for the super chat. Thank you. I'm going to change the alert for that. I have a different alert that I want to use. If you use Streamlabs to send a donation, then the alert will come up. The one that a new one that I've set up. But I'm going to just change it so that the super chat also brings that one because it's cool. Bear with me a second. I'm going to find it because I've got a new one now. It is. I think you'll find it very funny. But don't send any super chats just yet. Let me change it and get it set up for you first. The animation because it's a lot of fun. Well, I think it's a lot of fun anyway. All right, let's change it. Yeah, so guys, I'm gonna get back to the chat in a minute. So tell me how you feel and tell me what's going on. Tell me, oh God, what the hell just happened there? Tell me how things are with you. I don't know what I just did. Whilst I am doing technical things, you can tell me what's going on with you, and I will get to it. I will get right to it. Here we go. Found it. Okay. Hey. What is new in the worlds of the Rams live stream chat? All right, sweet. It is fixed. So now when you make a super chat or a Streamlabs donation, something funny will appear. It's based on one of our recent guests who was on here on the stream very recently. Will's asking, any update from Jadeon? No, we kept in contact. We're still in contact. He told me that he would come on to any of my videos anytime. He's interested in coming on again, so that's pretty cool. We'll probably have him on another time and see, what if anything's changed. And yeah, I'm excited to get him back on again at some point. I don't know what he's been up. He's doing pranks. I mean, that's what he does. He's pranking still. But yeah, I'm not sure what else you're after. Kind of update you're after, but he's not vegan, I guess, still. But he's definitely a lot closer than he was before. Put it that way. Someone's calling me a vegan carnist, which is weird. I'll boot their ass. Oh. No, I don't eat fish. Someone's asking if I eat fish. Make a video about Elon Musk. What would I say about Elon Musk? Why would I make a video about Elon Musk? You tell me why I would do that, and I'll consider it. Nice t-shirt. Yeah, this is just a hoodie. This is just like, I never wear anything but black, and I thought, well, let's mix it up a little bit. And I got this recently from a charity shop. Yeah. Buy from charity shops, guys. Don't buy brand new. Unless it's from my website. No, and speaking about that, actually, guys, if you've seen my website, davidrams.com, and you've seen some of the t-shirts there, some of those t-shirts are not going to be available anymore. The reason being is that I'm going to be opening a new store, brand new store with new merch. It's going to be on a different platform completely. So this new platform doesn't have some of the t-shirts that I want. Like, for example, there is a tie-dye meat flake t-shirt that is a really cool pinky blue anti-meat flake social club t-shirt. That's not going to be available anymore. That's going to be gone forever. All right. That's currently on the website. It's currently available. But when I make the switch, it will no longer be available because the new website I'm using doesn't have tie-dye t-shirts. The reason I'm switching is, well, first of all, it's because this new website I'm going to use can fulfill orders to the entire world. So if you are over in the USA, the order comes from the USA. If you're near the USA, the order comes from the USA. Or if you're in Europe, the order comes from Europe. Or if you're from, India or somewhere else, the order would most likely come from the USA. But right now, every single order comes from the UK. And I don't like that the UK is sending them, all over the world. And there are even countries that they won't send it to. And also one more thing, the items that I'm selling currently, they're organic, but they're not recycled. So it's like a kind of, I'm not feeling too good about selling them on that website because of environmental impact. I don't feel so good with it with myself. So that being said, the website's still up and it will still be up until I make the switch. And these Meat Flake tie-dye t-shirts will still be available until I make the switch. Then we're going to switch to this new website, which is more environmentally friendly because of them sending them out from closer to, where people live. And the t-shirts are partly recycled. They're actually 40% recycled material, 60% organic material. So I'm pretty happy about that. So that's what's going to be coming up very soon. And there's going to be some brand new t-shirts too. But once again, I'm going to make this 100% clear. The Meat Flake tie-dye pinky blue t-shirts that you can currently get on the website will no longer be available. And there may be some others that aren't available due to limitations on like the colors I can get and stuff. So like, for example, some of the red t-shirts that we have right now, they're not going to be available. Red t-shirts won't be available. Tie-dye t-shirts won't be available. You got to get them from the website now before they disappear forever. Yeah. How about that, huh? How about that? Who is morally super? Thought about. What's up, man? Good to have you here. Who is morally superior? A vegan who does not commit to pro-vegan activism, or a non-vegan who convinces others to go vegan? Funny. See, I find it to be I would fight. It's clearly the vegan who doesn't commit to pro-vegan activism. The reason I say that is that the non-vegan will always get caught out. And when they get caught out, all of the good work they've done convincing people is undone. And so then it's not effective to have someone who is not practicing what they preach, trying to make others change. That's why, like I spoke about Lewis Hamilton last week, and that he is preaching environmentalism when he is just him alone. He probably has the environmental impact of like 1,000 average people. You know what I mean? So it's like, why are you preaching? And yeah, his argument is the foundations of his argument are kind of pulled out the second that it's revealed that he is, is a hypocrite in that way, a big hypocrite. And he's not doing his best because his best doesn't need to involve F1 driving. Like, he's already got the fame. So he doesn't, he could do something else, right? But he doesn't. He chooses to continue doing the sport he does. So it's kind of like, well, you're not doing even remotely your best. He could retire right now and live off his millions in a really environmentally friendly way, but he doesn't. So why focus on that? Focus on ethics. And if you're doing if you're going to be more living in a very ethical way, maybe focus on that, not on the bloody environment side of things. So I think it's kind of the same thing with this, someone who's not vegan but preaches veganism. It's like you're going to get caught out and it's not going to be effective, in my opinion. So I'd say, yeah. But in terms of who's morally superior, then yeah, I suppose I would go for the vegan who doesn't do activism versus the non-vegan who does activism. But I'm not married to that. I would get, I'm not, when it's these like kind of, I don't know, philosophical ideas, moral superiority, stuff like that. Like, I'm open to a discussion on it. I think it's interesting. I don't really marry myself to solid kind of philosophical ideas. If it's just like hypotheticals, I'm happy. I could change my mind on that. I'm not so stubborn on things like that. I can float around, see what goes, what happens. So yeah. I think F1 cars are electronic. I don't think so. I don't think they've quite cracked that yet. I mean, F1 cars, I mean, I can Google it, but I'm pretty sure F1 cars aren't electronic yet. I mean, that's some serious technology if they are. I think they might be partly electronic, but I'm pretty sure they're still pumping fuel. They're going to switch to all electronic engines, apparently. They said they were going to do that. But then they said again in March they won't go electric, but they're hybrid. Yeah.
Wow, what an achievement.
That was an accident. I was just typing and it did it. That sounds great though. How good. That worked out. Yeah, so I can't really wait, just turn that off so I can type and find out. Oh. Yeah, it says here like the current carbon footprint of the F1 driving activities, approximately 256,000 tons of carbon dioxide a year, which is the equivalent of powering 30,000 houses. All right, yeah. So it's it's definitely not environmentally friendly. let's just I think we can all agree on that. We don't need F1, but we do need houses, people to be living in houses and, survive. So, it's pretty crazy. 30,000 houses. Mad. Absolutely mad. The hoodie is just from a charity shop. It just says, fortune favors the bold. It's just some brand. They just picked it up because it's a nice hoodie. And I never wear anything but black or, that's pretty much it. Or grey sometimes. I don't know. So it's nice to have something yellow. Have you seen the FAO article about how 86% of crops given to animals is unfit for human consumption? Sounds like BS and needs some meatheads to quote in this and needs debunking. So yeah, I've read that. I did read that article. I'm not. I mean, it's an article and it's got loads of statistics. I'm not. I didn't try and debunk it because actually, if you take that, so it's 86% of crops they're saying are unfit for human consumption, right? But that means 14% are fit for human consumption. And so let's pretend they're right. I'm going to steelman them instead of trying to, steelman them. So If 14% of those crops are fit for human consumption, then you've got to think how many crops is that to begin with, right? So the entire animal ag industry, we're talking about like 1 second, I'll tell you how many it is now. So we've got I'm just trying to get like the amount of like tons of crops or how whatever it is, right? So basically in tons. So I'm going to give you this. I'm going to make sure I get this right, steel man it, right? Make sure I get it 100% right. I'm just not going to throw out numbers that I'm not sure of. Like I remember it was I had it written down and I can't remember it off the top of my head. Hold up. Okay. Right, let's just fuck it. Like, okay, I don't know if this number's correct or not, right? So just don't quote me on this. But let's imagine there is like, I'm really bad with big numbers, by the way. But let's imagine there's like 1,000 tons of food, right? That's going to the animals, and you're saying only 14% of that it could be edible by humans, right? So then, jeez. It's okay. Forget the numbers. I'll come back to you on that. The point is 14%. Like, so we've got 60 between 60 and 100 billion land animals a year, and they're being raised and fed crops, right? They're being fed a lot of crops, and they're saying, but only 14% of that is human edible. But that's still 14% of food for literally like up to 100 billion animals. 14% of the food being fed to them could be fed to humans, and trust me, the amount of crops it takes to feed 100 billion animals, even 14% of that is a fucking significant amount to feed the amount of poor people that we have in the world who can't eat. That 40, even if it's true that it's 14%, because they're saying it, the reason they're saying it is to say like, but it's only 14%. So, think of how many people we're feeding with the animal products. And it's like, no, the poorest people have no access to those animal-based foods. It's the rich people that are eating them, and the rest of it goes to fucking waste. So instead of doing that and making all your millions and billions of dollars, we could take that 14%, and if it's true, whatever, that is apparently edible for humans, and that would feed a significant amount of the poor people in the world. Like, significant. It would probably cover them, it would probably cover their food needs for the year, right? So they tried to do it in response to vegans who say we could feed the world. And they're saying, well, actually, no, we couldn't because it's 14%. And it's like, well, no, even with the 14%, we could still feed the world. And instead of feeding the world, you're choosing to feed rich people who fucking want a steak. So that's the point. Now, the actual, like, how many, tons and units of food and crops, that's what I was looking for. I've had it before, and I've got it written down somewhere, but I don't have it to hand right now. That's why I didn't really want to guess it. I didn't want to guess the numbers. But yeah, it's enough. Trust me. It's a lot of fucking food. 14% sounds like nothing. And anyway, let's be honest. It probably isn't true. It's probably way more than 14%. But even if we go by their own numbers, it's still a shit ton of food that could be for people who are unable to eat, right? So it's still it's they tried really hard, but it's still bullshit. I went through that anyway. I did a video on that. I'll dig it out, and if you really want that video, I'll find it. It's in my channel somewhere. Where did I do it? I think I did it in a live stream at some point. Maybe I'll cover it again. Yeah, but I definitely have covered it before. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna go looking for it right now. It's in my drive somewhere. I can get the numbers. What the fuck? Okay. Keep the questions coming though, guys. I am enjoying the hangs. It's good hangs, guys. It's good hangs. What the fuck? Hey, what the bloody hell is it? Interesting. Oh, I thought I had it here, and it looks like I don't. I mean, I definitely did a video on this. Was it in there? Hmm. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I was trying to find my thing that I did on that. I definitely did something on it, but I can't find it. Anyway, I'll get back to you guys. I'll get back to you on that. I did something on it, and must have been a while ago. What are my thoughts on magnet fishing? What does that mean? What's magnet fishing? Magnet fishing. It's apparently vegan fishing. Magnet fishing. Magnet fishing. Sorry to keep saying that over and over again. I'm just kind of confused. What is it? I don't get it. Is searching in outdoors for ferromagnetic objects available to pull? Oh, you mean that they just go and find metal stuff? Why? Yeah, well, there's nothing wrong with that. Why would there be anything wrong with that? No, that's all good. Hey, vegan teacher, Miss Katie, what's up? Good to see you here. Good to see you here. Is this Jono guys spamming the shit out of the chat? Looks like Annie took care of that. That's good. That's good. That's good. That is the real vegan teacher, definitely. Yeah. Yeah. Vegan teacher. Katie's been on the channel before. Do you not know? Yeah. Excuse me. I am annoyed about that, about not being able to find that article that I definitely spoke about here in a chat. I definitely in a chat with you guys in a live stream. I did a bloody live stream on it and everything. How did I not bloody find? Very strange. Yeah, maybe I'll just have to go find it at a different time and stop obsessing over it. Because right now I'm obsessing over it a little bit. How's the stream looking, guys? You haven't told me. Is it clear? Is it crispy? Is it sharp? Do we drop in frames? Is it not smooth? The performance on my side says it's doing good. So we dropped a few frames in the beginning, but looks like it's doing all right now. Seems like it's going smoothly. The laptop's not overheating. Yeah. Looks like we've got ourselves a nice little stream setup now. Clear as the day. Thank you, love all animals. Good to know. Good to know it's clear as the day. Oh, got a little announcement for you. So I'm thinking about starting a... Oh, before I do that, hey, there we go. We've got Ryback there eating chips. And we've got a super chat from Mukul. Thank you so much. So we just bring that up again. So I didn't read the super chat. I was too busy looking at Ryback eating chips. All right. Farmers ask activists to visit farms, then get mad when we do so. Then they lobby for ag-gag laws, which prevent activists from going there and exposing these farms and slaughterhouses. How fucking ironic. Yeah. No, definitely. It is absolutely ironic. They you know, an activist, I know an activist who was talking about this actually. So just give me 1 second. I'm going to make that bigger for the next time around. How's that now? Is that better? I want to see Ryback eating chips bigger. There we go. All right. So yeah, it is true. And there's an activist. His name's Kai Macbeth, I think his name is. Is it Kai Macbeth? 1 second. Let me just check his Instagram and tell you what it is. You guys can go check him out. Kai. Yeah, he's on Instagram as not Kai Macbeth, and he's been pointing this out recently as well. I will send you the link right now. Hold up, just pop open this chat for you and send it here. Here we go. This is him. I just sent it in the chat there. So his name's Kai Macbeth, and he's talked about this. So he has been asking farmers, I believe, to go on their farms, and they won't let him on their farms. And but they're constantly saying like, oh yeah, you know, we'll come and we'll give you a tour and stuff like that. But then they won't give you a tour of the things that they don't want you to see. You know, the things that they hide. And I think he wrote it in a 1 second. Let me read it out here. Here we go. I'll show you what I was going to read out. Here we go. Is it working now? No, that's the chat. Hold up. Switch that up now. Let's get this right. There's the chat inside the chat. What the bloody hell is the... Must be that one. No? Okay. Cool. So this is his page, and I'll get this right. Let's move this over here a little bit. Just mooching things around today, guys. This is a bit really off the cuff stream. It's not as quite as smooth as the others that I do. It's a bit more chill. Let's just mix this up. Okay, that should be right. There we go. So yeah, he says, yeah, I don't know if you can read that. You can probably just about read it. Anyway, it says, many kind animal farmers have been so welcoming by inviting me to come onto their farm and see how well they treat their animals. I've been really impressed by this, and given how open they are, I really do, even as a vegan, think they have nothing to hide. But every time I ask to go for an excursion to the slaughterhouse, as well, I seem to not be welcome anymore. This really upsets me because my last visit to a slaughterhouse was so nice. I'm almost certain the animals are treated just as well there as they are on the farm, so I'm really confused. Does anyone have any idea what I'm doing wrong? Please help. I really want to learn about Australian farming. And that's a photo of him blocking a slaughterhouse line. So it's all pure sarcasm. But the point is that he's making here is definitely that they will let us go on their farms because they've got nothing to hide. Like they'll take us on, but they'll only take you on when they've cleaned it, when nothing is happening. So you go in, and the animals are just stood, and it's all just like nothing's really going on. And you would think they give people the impression like, oh, this is a pretty peaceful area. Like this is fine. Yeah, it's clean. You know, they've got food. They seem happy. There's no injured animals, nothing like that. But in reality, that the injured animals have been moved somewhere else. They will never take you there whilst they are artificially inseminating them. They'll never take you this. I'm speaking about cows specifically here. This is mainly dairy farms I'm talking about. When you go to a dairy farm, there's not much that normal people, like people who don't know about these things, would see to be wrong, because it kind of looks like, oh, it's all right. Everyone's chill. They've got enough space. It's all good. They wouldn't show the artificial insemination. They won't show them putting them in a cattle crush to shove their arms inside them to check if they're pregnant. You know, they don't show that stuff. They don't show them separating the babies away from them. They don't show them the areas where the babies are, you know, kept aside from the mothers and fed, you know, watered down milk because they want to keep them as much milk as possible so that they can, you know, make money from it. And they don't show them sending those male babies off to slaughterhouses. They don't show the sending off the adult females to slaughterhouses. And it says, and in with the chicken farms, maybe farmers who have these what you would call not even free range, but there are some farmers that have these chicken farms where they are kind of like half outdoors, half indoors farms. They would definitely allow you to come and see their farm. Well, not definitely, most likely, be like show you around. But again, they'll make sure there are no dead birds around. They'll make sure it's super clean then, and they'll make sure that you don't come when a truck's coming to pick them all up and take them to a slaughterhouse, because that will be frantic and wild. And also, most of these actual chicken farms where they, you know, the actual dairy farms, the farms where most of these animal products come from, they are like factory farms, and they'll never let you visit. They'll never let you visit. It won't happen. The only ones you'll be allowed to visit are the ones that are like, these are, I don't know, organic or high welfare or whatever they call themselves, because they can make it, spruce it up and make it look clean and give you an impression that it's actually a nice place to be. These main ones that are providing most of the animal products, they would never let you come and visit. You'd have to get a court order to get a proper visit to one of those places, which is why activists take it upon themselves to go in and see it and expose it, because unless you're some kind of health inspector, you are not getting in those places. If you're either, unless you're a friend of the farmer, you are the farmer, or you're some kind of health inspector or worker, you're not getting in. And that is also why a lot of activists, they don't only just go in these places and you know, walk in. A lot of them will get jobs in these places too, so they can go in and expose them. It's necessary. It's 100% necessary. And it works really well. I mean, you should definitely check out the book and Instagram account for Rich Hardy, who was an undercover investigator for like 20 years. I did a video with him. We did an interview with him. Fucking incredible, incredibly inspirational guy. Very, very dark interview, unfortunately. I mean, it's what we're talking about, dark things, right? But also very interesting and inspirational. So this is his Instagram. And if you wanted to check out the interview we did, I'll send you the link to that as well. And you can check out how that was. What Well, where is it? Undercover. Come on now. Here he is. An incredible man who's been through a lot. Phenomenal amount of pain, suffering that he's seen, and but he's strong. He's strong. An incredible man, and then I can't thank him enough for the work he did. I've done some investigations myself, and I've seen some of them, things that some of the most horrendous, horrific things, but I didn't do it for 20 freaking years. I can't even imagine doing what he did for 20 years. Really can't. It only took basically maybe 1 or 2 years for me to be like, holy shit, this is like messing my head up. So, fair play to him for sticking at it for 20 years. Did he get PTSD? We did discuss that in the stream, in the interview, and I don't know if I said yes, definitely, but I mean, I'm sure he's had the symptoms of it, and it's you can also have PTSD without knowing you have it. Like, it can be quite mild. It can express itself in strange ways. Like just waking up and feeling horrible for no reason and stuff like that. It's weird with PTSD. It can often show itself in anxiety as well, and in different ways. So yeah, it probably does, but time heals. Time heals all wounds, right? So often he's been out of that for a while now. And as I said, I don't have 20 years of experience like him, but I have a couple of years experience, and I've seen things that I wish I hadn't seen, and I filmed things I wish never had happened, horrendous. But definitely time does numb it a little bit. It kind of softens it a little bit. It still sticks with you, but time definitely softens it. So yeah, definitely check out that interview with Rich. It was very interesting, and like I said, he's an inspirational guy. Very inspirational guy. Yeah, I do read the chat. I don't know what's what I've missed though. You guys are like, don't if you've got something you want to be seen, spamming the chat won't help you, because I'll just ignore the spam. When I see like someone spamming, I'm just like, ugh, block or timeout, if it's like, because it bothers everybody. Don't spam the chat, because then it bothers everybody else, doesn't it? Got a crazy story coming up in tomorrow's Face to Facts Friday. Got a few interesting stories. So tomorrow's Face to Facts Friday is going to be more of a focusing on animal ag. There's a few stories discussing. We're going to discuss some things that have been going on in the EU. There's going to be some changes. Going to discuss some things going on in slaughterhouses as well. Some things going on in the UK. It's going to be less. What would the word be? We're not going to be playing around so much. Let's say we're going to be serious. We're going to make some jokes. Obviously, we've got to make some jokes. It's going to be lighthearted at some points, hasn't it? We've got to laugh. You've got to laugh or you'll cry, guys. But it's going to be a bit more. We're going to hone in on some serious topics tomorrow, and with some healthy doses of sarcasm and jokes as well, obviously. But yeah, we're gonna get into that tomorrow. So definitely don't miss that tomorrow, the Face to Facts Friday. What else have we got coming up? What's coming up on the channel? What big things? I've got a cool parody video coming up. That's gonna be nice. I'm not gonna give you too much. I'm not gonna give too much away on that one. I actually guess I'm gonna tell you there's a cool parody coming up. I've got a few ones planned as well, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. Interview wise, we've got Hench Herbivore coming on at some point. We've also got a very good activist from India. His name's Arvind, animal activist. He is also going to come on. So definitely, if you don't know who he is, Arvind, animal activist, check out his YouTube. His last couple of videos are in Hindi, but he mostly makes videos in English, and his videos are really, really good. They've reached millions of people across Facebook and YouTube. He's very good at making videos, very good at explaining things. So definitely check him out. He's going to come on the channel. We're going to have a live stream chat about the common bullshit that a lot of Indian anti-vegans tend to come up with, because the anti-vegan stuff in like the Western world is mostly very similar, but when you cross over in India, for example, some of it's similar, but some of it's very specific to India. So we're going to be talking about mainly like specific anti-vegan Indian bullshit, because there's like I said, it's very specific to India. So I'm really excited to get into that with him. He's definitely best equipped for it because he is, he's dealt with these things for years and years and years. So I'm really excited for him to come on, and we're gonna obviously have some fun, gonna laugh at some of the silliness, and yeah, I'm pumped for that. Who else have we got coming on? I'm reaching out to a few people to come on. I'm gonna reach out to some of these inspiring wrestlers that Ryback was talking about that inspired him to be vegan. So definitely going to reach out to a few of those. Really, I've checked out the Instagrams, so they're really cool. If there's anyone actually that you would like to see come on the stream, you guys let me know. You can drop me an email at itsdavidrams@gmail.com. That is including so it's David Rams altogether. It's David Rams at gmail.com. You could let me know in the comments of this video if you save the link anyway, because it'll be unlisted later, so you won't be able to get back to it unless you save the links. I'm only going to be sharing it with the patrons. And you can message me on Instagram. You can get in the Discord. Guys, you can join the Discord server. That is pretty active, and I read almost everything in there because it's not crazy active. Like, I don't miss much because it's pretty calm. So yeah, if you want me to see something, post it in the Discord in the general tab or in one of the feedback tabs, and I'll get back to it. So you can definitely tell me people you'd like to see on the channel. You can let me know there. I can see Jono's asking me to do something about China or Japan. I wouldn't speak about China or Japan. I don't know anything much. I don't know much about China or Japan. The only reason I talk about India and that I'm confident talking about India is because I lived in India for a good amount of time, and I interviewed and discussed veganism with a lot of people and also with the local activists, and I learned a hell of a lot, and I feel comfortable talking about the arguments and veganism in India because of that, right? But I don't really know much about China or Japan. The only way I would talk about China or Japan is if I could get a Chinese or Japanese activist on the channel to discuss it, which I would love to do. So if you know any Chinese or Japanese animal rights activists or vegans who do a lot of work in their countries, then yeah, you can shoot them over to me and I'll invite them on. I'd love to do that. What's going on with? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so definitely send them over, guys. A thing I've noticed when I went vegan is that some people kill insects that get lost in their home when they could save them easily. Understand self-defense like ticks or termites, though. Yes, Stefan, I've noticed that as well. It's really strange. And even vegans do that too, which I find to be unusual. I don't see the point. Even vegans are very quick to... I've seen vegans who are very quick to, I don't know, kill ants or put down poison to kill ants or kill spiders or whatever. I don't really get that. Just get them out. Just like with ants, you can, if there's a lot of ants in your house, you can just get a brush and just gently sweep them away, and then put some lemongrass around the areas where they were coming in, and eventually they'll fuck off. And especially if your house is clean and there's no food around, So, and you with spiders, I mean, come on, you get a grip here. Spiders are great. Spiders are not a problem. I am in a vegan activist group in Japan. I could totally direct you to the organizers. I bet they'd love to talk about how it is here. Please do, Inath, please do that. Please send me an email, or like I said, you can inbox me on Instagram. You can email me at itsdavidrams@gmail.com, or you can get in contact with me on the Discord server. Do one of those things or all of those things. I would love to speak to different people from different parts of the world about veganism. Definitely go for it. Yeah. Imagine a doctor, a real actual doctor, saying something like that. You're not a doctor because doctors aren't that stupid. Veganism is Islamophobic. Halal is completely humane. Stop promoting Islam hate. Well, the word humane means with compassion or benevolence. And let me tell you something. I have been in enough halal slaughterhouses to tell you there is nothing compassionate or benevolent in what happens in halal slaughterhouses. And that's not just specifically halal slaughterhouses. I've been in non-halal slaughterhouses too. But I've been in a lot more halal slaughterhouses. The only difference between a halal slaughterhouse and a non-halal slaughterhouse is in the non-halal slaughterhouses, they would stun them, usually like bolt gun them in the head or electrocute them. In a halal slaughterhouse, they don't do that. They just slit the throat straight up. How that makes it better is beyond me, how someone thinks that's better. But anyway, I've stood there in halal chicken slaughterhouses, in halal buffalo slaughterhouses, halal goat slaughterhouses. I've been in more than I would care to count. I couldn't count them on both hands. It's just, I don't even know how many. So many on a very regular basis. I'm going to go ahead and guess this person has never been in a halal slaughterhouse, but like most people who talk about these things, they seem to think they know everything without actually going in. I've been in more halal slaughterhouses than most people have, I don't know, whatever. I've been to more halal slaughterhouses than most people have, to be honest with you. And let me tell you, those animals kick and scream and beg for their lives. Literally scream. In the case of the goat slaughterhouses, they literally scream like human screams, because goats sound like humans. They scream at the top of their lungs until the throat is slit, and then there's no more screaming. So no, they're not humane. It's absolutely fucking disgusting, just like all slaughterhouses are. So get fucked with your fucking accusations of Islamophobia. Go to halal slaughterhouses, then tell me it's humane, you fuckwit. And farmers kill animals to make plants. You are not completely vegan. Farmers, if you pay for plant food, and a farmer decides to go killing animals, that's the farmer being a fucking moron, isn't it? There's no necessity to kill animals to grow plants, but unfortunately, farmers choose to do that because they're fuckwits that are obsessed with profit, and they will do the easiest path. You, as a consumer, you're not responsible when you buy a product that should have no animal deaths involved in it. You're not responsible if the farmer decides he wants to go out with a gun and kill animals because he's a prick. You can't control that. And also, there's no way to even tell. But if you buy an animal product, there's no question as to whether or not that's happening. It's not like, oh, this farmer may or may not kill an animal. No, the animal had to die for the animal product, or the animal had to be abused for the animal product. So although we know that veganism and a plant-based diet isn't perfect, but it's a fucking far closer to perfect than paying people to kill animals and abuse animals, isn't it? Fucking meat flakes, man. Jeez. So with someone like that, I mean, I don't really have much patience for, because you're not going to convince someone comes in here, drops silly comments like that. So I'm happy just to absolutely fucking roast them, to be honest. You should chat with Jun Go To Vegan. He's an amazing Japanese activist. Jun Go To Vegan. Let's have a look. Is he on YouTube or she? He said he, right? Cool. Jun Go To Vegan. Okay. Okay. This guy got like a video. I remember I've seen this guy. A video was made about him by that fucking anti-vegan goon. But is he definitely in Japan? Do we know? Plant-based chef and vegan activist. Doesn't say where he's working out of. I wasn't sure. I think I saw the videos, but I thought because they were in English, I thought maybe he's not in Japan. Maybe he's somewhere else. Because I want to speak to Japanese activists in Japan, right? There's no use to speak to Japanese activists working in the West, because it's like, okay, yeah, I want to speak to people. I want to know how it is in Japan. That's the point, right? So I'll look into him and see what's going on. Yeah, I'll look into what's going on. But yeah, if anyone knows any, if anyone knows of any Japanese, yeah, there we go, Taiki Kobayashi. Japanese names are so much fucking cooler than Western names, aren't they? Like, I'm sorry, but that is awesome. That's an awesome name, especially the surname Kobayashi. All right, sweet. So yeah, this I can see some Japanese language videos here. Cool. Okay. This could be this says location Japan as well. It's pretty clear right there. Cool. Maybe we'll get this guy on. Thank you for that. I will check that. I'll definitely look into Taiki's channel, and I'll watch some videos and see what he's up to. And then definitely it'd be cool to bring him on if he's oh, look at that. He's sharing some stuff by vegan gays as well. Cool. Okay. Oh, he shared my video. Oh, he follows me. That's cool. I just saw looking at his Instagram, and he shares. I'll show you all actually. Let's have a look, because it's not really fair for me to be checking out this guy's Instagram and not promoting him, right? All right, let's have a look. Let's have a look at Taiki. So this is the guy, Vegan Taiki. Sorry about this download thing, just ignore it. But yeah, he's sharing a lot of different videos of vegan gays here. I just scrolled down and I saw my own video about being a pick-me vegan. So, and then I realized he follows me. So I will definitely check this guy out, and we'll have him on if he's up for it. We'll bring him onto the streams, talk about being a vegan and doing activism in Japan. Very exciting. Very, very exciting. I think the reason I like Japanese names like Kobayashi, it sounds really cool. Obviously, it sounds fucking cool, right? But I think the reason that I really think it sounds cool, I think it's like a kind of nostalgia for me from playing Tekken. Because in Tekken, if I remember correctly, Tekken's a fighting game on the PlayStation. I think most of the characters were Japanese named. So, and I remember like hearing, and also the voices, I think I think there was still Japanese voices in the game. Like some of the voiceovers were done and kept as the originals. So it's nostalgic. I think maybe that's the reason I like them so much. Tekken's an awesome game. Tekken 2 was the bomb. I don't know if you guys know Tekken. You guys know Tekken? If you believe in unicorns, then you will also believe in humans. Definitely. Tekken is lit. Good, thank you. Just in Tekken you can beat up a bear. Yeah, you can. They got that bear, right? Yeah. I was like, that's an unlockable character, wasn't it? Wasn't it the bear? Or there was some other unlockable characters that you could play as, like, I can't even remember. Damn, that is a blast from the past. Where the hell are all these Muslim flakes coming from? Muslim flake, that's a new one. I made that letter that came out of my mouth as I was thinking it. I don't know if I need to take that back. I might get myself in some trouble there, some serious trouble. Muslim meat flakes. Let's go for Muslim meat flakes. I think that's better than just than Muslim flake. I'm specifically referring to that comment, which I'm not going to give any attention because it's a troll comment. But I think because it's got like a nasty Hindu-phobic message there. Annie, you should remove it, please, and block that person. Let me get it first of all. I'm going to screenshot it before it goes. I will cover that in tomorrow's Meat Flakes of the Week. Let's get rid of it though, because it is a shitter. At least like block that person, Annie, if you haven't done already. Yeah, we'll get into that tomorrow. We won't take over today's stream. Trolls. So we've been about an hour, guys. We're going to wrap it up there. I hope you've enjoyed this little chill stream. If you want to be able to get access to this stream and other streams like this stream, this like more chill one, this will not be available. Once it's gone, it's gone. So once we end the stream, it is gone. All right. So if you want access to this kind of stuff, like this kind of chill streams, you're going to have to join the Patreon team. You can do it for $1 a month. It's really not too much, right? I think that's fair. $1 a month. I think that's all right. And the cool thing is that you get access to all this kind of stuff and exclusive videos. Annie's now doing exclusive content for the Patreon team. She's filming me and doing some stuff and putting some videos together behind the scenes, all that good stuff. Once a week, guys, every single Wednesday, Annie's going to post something there. How cool is that? So definitely join up so you can get access to that. And also that $1 of yours, that's coming to me and I'm putting it straight back into the channel. So it's not just like the money's just going somewhere in someone's pocket. It's going into my pocket and I'm putting it back into this channel and you know, making this work, guys. So it's worth it. I mean, I would say that, right? But it is worth it. So I'll see you all tomorrow for the Face the Facts Friday. Don't miss it, 7 p.m. EEST. I'll see you all there. Thanks for joining today's little Patreon stream.